Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you how to cook my favourite KFC food in the air fryer, and that is to make a KFC Zinger. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. Now back to the KFC Zinger Burgers. If you've not had a Zinger before, then just think of it as KFC chicken meets the burger. So you have wonderfully crispy breaded KFC chicken, and then it's loaded into a burger bun with some sliced cheese and some tomato and lettuce and some other things, and it's just so easy and a great alternative to your traditional hamburger that you'd probably normally do in the air fryer. So that's the flour bowl, the egg bowl, and the breadcrumbs, and it's already been made up ready for KFC chicken. So the breadcrumbs already have our KFC spice blend in, and the flour also has a little bit of seasoning in it as well. And then for ingredients, it's actually really simple once you've set up your 3 bowls. It's some chicken breasts. We've already used some today to make some KFC chicken strips and some KFC chicken twisters. So if you want either of those, check out the video or search KFC on Recipe This. And then to make it into a burger, you'll want some nice orange cheese. I'm going with red Leicester. And then as well as this, some nice yummy bread buns. We've got some burger buns from Morrison's, as well as lettuce and tomato and some mayonnaise. And that's all you really need to get going to make a Zinger burger in the air fryer. Now I'm going to pass you over to my chef husband Dominic, because he's a master at cooking KFC chicken in the air fryer. And it was one of the first things he ever did for me in the air fryer when we got our first air fryer over 10 years ago now. So I'm going to pass you over to him, and he's going to show you how to chop up the chicken so to sort of fit in your burger buns, to bread it so that it's then ready for the air fryer. So over to Dominic. As you can see, we've got decent sized chicken breasts here. And what we're doing is we're kind of cutting the ends off them, which can then be used in other KFC recipes we've got planned. And then these breasts, because they're going to be breaded as well, they'll nicely fit in your burger bun, because otherwise you find that they won't quite fit. And then once you've chopped them like that, add them to the flour mixture first. Make sure they get a really good coating, because you want the eggs to stick to the flour. Then drenched in the egg. And then into the breadcrumbs. If you give it a shake like that, it really does help start the coating. And then give it a good pat round and make sure you've got an equal coating of the breadcrumbs over a bit of chicken breast. And then you're doing the same thing again, but for the second breast. And of course, our Zinger recipe, along with all our other KFC recipes, can be found at RecipeThis.com. Simply search KFC on Recipe This, and you'll find a free printable recipe card that you can then print off and follow along at home, or you can just save it to your iPad, and it just makes it so much easier, because then you've got the exact measurements of everything that we've used in both metric and imperial. And then if you're unsure that it's not got enough coating on, just add some more because you don't want any bits of your chicken that's missing the breading. And then once you've done that, load them on the plate, and then they're ready for air frying. Or if you're into make ahead, you can just leave them in the fridge and then cook them for dinner tonight. Now it's almost dinner time, and we've made ahead our zinger earlier, and we're now ready to start cooking. So you want to grab your breaded chicken and then place it inside the air fry basket. It's only for me and Dominic, so as you can see, we're only fitting 2 in there, but you could easily manage to fit 4 in if you're cooking for more of you, or you could just even cook 1 in there. It really doesn't matter. And then place them in the air fry unit, and you're looking for a temperature of 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and a cook time of 12 minutes, and then we can check on them and see what else they need. So let's check on our zingers, shall we? And wow, don't they look absolutely fantastic? And they are perfectly cooked, and they take a little bit longer, the ones that we've done on recipethis.com for you, and the main reason for that is that because we've been bulk cooking to make a KFC fakeaway, our air fryer has been preheated, which it normally isn't, and also this chicken is slightly smaller than the ones that we originally shared with you, so makes them ready even quicker for you. I'm going to put them onto a plate now, ready for making into burgers, and lovely Dominic is going to show you how to transform 2 lots of KFC breaded chicken into zingers. So let's watch Dominic make a zinger. What you need for a zinger is some bread rolls, or you might call them baps where you live, and then you also need lettuce and tomato, some sliced orange coloured cheese, so we're obviously going with red Leicester for that, and as well as that you also want some of this, which you can see this being made in our KFC chicken strips video, but basically it's a mayonnaise with extra KFC seasoning and some lemon, etc. And of course we've already cooked the chicken in the air fryer, so it's just a case of assembling it into a burger. So you want to add the sliced cheese first, then the shredded lettuce, then the tomatoes, and then you can add in some of the mayonnaise. And then for your favourite bit, you can add your chicken. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, you can see why we cut the chicken the way we did, because then it perfectly fits in a bread bun. And then more mayonnaise on top of a slice of cheese, and you have a big zinger burger. They look fantastic for all the layers. And what you can also do as well is, if you want melted cheese instead of just cheese slices, you can also add the slice of cheese on top of the chicken burger once it's cooked, and then air fry it for a little while, and then you'll have perfect melted cheese on top. And then add your tops on. Oh wow, they look amazing. I wonder, can Dominic lift one up without it breaking? Oh yes he can. Let me grab that. I think that's mine. And then let's have a look. I'm not going to break this because he's done such a lovely job. And check that out. Doesn't that look absolutely fantastic? And that's just perfect for a quick lunch. Only a few ingredients, and it's just so simple. So the wife of a chef means that I get the first taste test, which I think is amazing. Oh my god, I've gone to chicken heaven. Seriously, this is good. The chicken's lovely and tender. You know, the tomatoes, the cheese, the breaded chicken, you know, this has to be my all-time favourite burger to cook in the air fryer, and I highly recommend you give it a go. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.